This video is going to show you how to add an assignment with the score type of letter grade, so that way you enter letter grades as sort of the score for the assignment. So first thing you need to do is log into PowerTeacher, and then I like to just click on the quick launch for the gradebook. Once the gradebook launches, make sure you select the correct year for the classes that you want, and then of course the class that you want to work with. Also check and make sure that your reporting term is for whatever reporting term you want. I like to view the full year. That way I see all assignments for the full year as opposed to just particular assignments for a particular reporting term like quarter or semester or the full year. So then we're going to add an assignment. So I like to be in the score sheet doing assignment view mode right here on the button. Click on the plus to add an assignment. So I'm going to add an assignment called assignment number 3. I use categories, specifically category weighting, as my gradebook setup. Check out the video on that. But categories also just help group particular types of assignments, like all homework assignments together or all test assignments in a specific category. Here's what we're going to use is the score type, not of points, but we're going to change it to letter grade. Now it still shows a points possible because each assignment will actually have sort of points assigned to it as well. Even though you'll type in a letter grade, it'll still use the points in overall gradebook calculations. The weight, of course, I'm just using a weight of 1, which means whatever points you have, like 10 points, will just be multiplied by a weight of 1. If you want, you can change that multiplier to like 2, a weight of 2, which means this 10-point assignment would actually act like a times by 2 or 20-point assignment. You could even go like half of a weight, so 0.5, which means this 10-point assignment is now multiplied by 0.5, or effectively only acting as a 5-point assignment. I'm going to go back to a weight of 1. And the date, I'm going to change the date. And of course I want to include it in the final grade. I'm going to go ahead and say save. Save that assignment. I'm going to close this so I can see all of my score sheet. And now I'm going to start giving some grades. When you enter in a grade, I'm just going to adjust the window a little bit here so we can see things. So we can see things more effectively. There we go. So for this student, I'm going to give them an assignment grade of, let's say, A. Notice their overall grade changed. And for this student, I'm going to give them an assignment grade of B+. And I'll click and you see their grade also changed. I'm going to go ahead and save those scores. Now what does this mean? How is it calculating it? It's very important to understand your school's grade scale. So I'm going to go into the gradebook setup, and instead of the calculations mode, which it probably is in, I'm going to switch to the grade scale mode. And now there's a default grade scale. I actually copied the grade scale because my district and my school allowed me to copy it, and I was also able to sort of edit it. But what's actually being used for this class is the default scale. And if you look at the default grade scale, this is what shows what each letter grade means, what the grade scale means. So an A+, says cutoff is 98 and percent is 100%. I'll explain what that means in a second. In fact, I'll use the letter grade of A. One of the students got a letter grade of A. The percent says what percent of points, or what percent that stands for. I have a letter grade of A for one of the students, which means they're going to get 95% of the points for that. They got like a score of 95%. And then another student I gave a B+, and they actually only earned 88% for that grade, so 88% of the points. Now the cutoff, that's actually more for when you're just calculating overall grades. 93.3% is the lowest grade you can get to get an A. It's the lowest like sort of percent overall. And then to get an A+, you have to have 98% or higher. To get an A-, that's 90% or higher up to the next cutoff. So if they're below 93.3 but above 90%, then they'll get an A-. So I'm going to go back to the score sheet, and I'm going to show you what the letter grade of A and the letter grade of B+ did for each of these students by looking not under the assignment mode but under the student view mode. So looking at I'm going to go to assignments. There we go. Looking at this particular student, we see that for the assignment number 3, which I gave them an A, they earned 95%. And that's because, remember, in our grade scale for this school, an A is 95% of the points. And so, in fact, as I hover over, you can see that for this particular assignment, it actually gave them 9.5 out of 10 points, because that's 95% of 10 points. If I go to the next student, for assignment number 3, I gave them a B+. We see that they have an 88% for that. That's because for the grade scale, a B+ was an 88%. And of course, as I hover over, you see that they actually earned 8.8 out of 10 points for that assignment, because 88% of 10 points is 8.8. You can also see this if I go to reports. A nice report to do is an individual student report. And if I run that for this class, and I'll open this up, you'll see that same sort of information. For this homework assignment, assignment number 3, they got an A, which was 95%. Again, that's from the grade scale. And of course, it actually automatically assigns them 9.5 out of 10 points. And similarly, for the other student, for this homework assignment, the one I gave them a B+, that's an 88%, so of course they got 8.8 out of 10 points. It's important to recognize that the system is going to automatically give them the appropriate points values and a percentage based off of your school's grade scale. So there you go. That's how you can enter in letter grades, or enter in grades for an assignment that is using a letter grade. You can also, in case you're not sure what letter grades you're allowed to use, let me go ahead and clear this B+ grade and show you that if you right-click on a PC, you might have to do a special thing on a Mac to get this window to pop open. But I'm going to open the this option window, and one of them shows all the different grades you can give. A+, A minus. All these grades are from my school's grade scale. Of course, the ones on the bottom are actually score codes that I created. These are like custom codes you could punch in. Check out the video on that later for score codes. But all of these are different grades I could give them. So let me go back and give them a B+ this way. Of course, I'm going to save that student's. And there you go.